Hello, Soul Light. Welcome. If you're new to this channel, hi, I'm Michelle. It's really great to connect with you. Those of you that are subscribed and have been traveling on the soul path with me for a while, you know how much I love you, and it's always such an honor and such a joy to connect with you as well. For this reading, we're going to be looking at what your soul is yearning for right now. What are you yearning for? We're going to really dive deep on a soul level. Now, this will be very, centered messages. So I'm not thinking that they're going to be that long. I'm really going to focus and hone in on what you need to know right now on a soul level. Now, if you're new to my channel, I read in soul stories. Please trust your own intuition and understand that this is just simply to support you on your path, bring you the insight, understanding, and of course, to give you a heads up as to what's coming up. But you are the broadcaster, so you are really leading this reading. I am simply following through on, let me put the camera there, following through on what I'm receiving. So soul story number 1, we have come to the edge. And the crystal ally that is supporting you at this time is turquoise. The essential oil is rosemary. Soul story number 2 is serendipity. The crystal ally that is supporting you at this time is Lemurian quartz from Mount Shasta. And eucalyptus is the essential oil. For soul story number 3, you have building blocks. And you have the pyrite. Blocks, literally blocks. I love that I had blocks for that. And the essential oil is lemon. For soul story number 4, you have loyal heart. And a malachite is the crystal ally. And the essential oil is ylang ylang. Okay. So those are the guide cards for your messages. Connect in, tune in, which vibrationally feel right for you. I'm going to do a short tune-in meditation, and then I'll get to the individual soul stories. So if you don't stay with me for the meditation, I will see you in the readings. Lots of love and light. You're going to begin to attune through your heart chakra, aligning to the vibrational frequency of your higher self to extend and expand into your soul. Take a conscious deep breath in your own pace and pattern. Feel your breath aligning you through your higher self, connecting you to your soul. Breathing out, feel the soul connection within your body. Let each in-breath bring you into the vibrational resonance and frequency through your higher self to your soul. And each out-breath align you to the frequency and resonance of your soul. Hello, Soul Light. If you chose soul story number 1, these are your messages from your soul. Now, you have turquoise as the crystal ally. And come to the edge. Very powerful. And the essential oil is rosemary. So there are a couple of things with you. Cleansing and clearing. You're purifying your desires, or you have been, to get to an elevated way of living and being and expressing yourself more on a soul level. We want to kind of put this here to show you. You can see that. Okay. There's something you've been creating or working on in your life, maybe a reinvention, rebrand, reconnection, a renaissance time. There's literally, I almost feel with this group that you have risen like the phoenix in something. This is coming out, 4 of Pentacles. And let's see, there's something you're coming out of. Even, I just now noticed, look at here. There's something she is coming out of. Is it a tornado? What is that? What the heck is that? 36-9, there's an ending. There's something that is different, over. Some kind of pattern that blocked a lot of your soul expression or soul connection is over, is completed. So there's definitely something that you are moving on from, and your soul is yearning to move on from, I feel, a more limited expression, a limited way of being, or you've outgrown where you are. Now, the rosemary is going to kind of perk you up. The rosemary, it's activating energy, so you're getting activated in a new direction. Now, the reason I'm tuning into the essential oils, I love herbs, I love crystals, is that you're going to be activated. Your soul wants the activation, but what's happening is you've done enough healing or work on yourself or shadow work that you are connecting more to the soul. Okay, even some kind of new idea coming in. So we'll take a look at that. You're definitely coming out of some kind of restriction or constriction. I would say to some degree, your soul is yearning for more freedom or more movement. Look at this, 8 of Swords, 10 of Swords. Yeah, you shifted. Some kind of earth patterning, condition response patterns. And then we've got Page of Wands here. And then a new direction with this Ace of Swords. So there is a new direction opening for you. And this is coming more from the soul. Your soul is yearning, for one thing, more mental freedom from your ideas or limiting beliefs. A lot of you could have been working on limiting beliefs, shifting your beliefs, expanding your awareness. You are in the beginning phase of something opening, something activating, something blossoming. Now, for some of you, this is health coming back. This is wellness. This is vitality. This is vigor. This is strength. This is, even for some of you, passion. This is like being more inspired for your life. So you are coming in through this portal. I'm going to see if I can get a little more clarity. You're coming in through this portal that is being activated within you, which means, I just heard, when you go through this, your life will never be the same. Yeah, there's the portal. A lot to do with wellness, health, financial wealth, inner wealth, feeling really good. This portal is finally finding where you belong. Your soul has been yearning for this. Yeah, you've got Justice, Libra. This is a destiny issue for you. This is your destiny, to find where you truly belong. Some of you, it's a home, it's a house. Some of you, it's a move. Some of you, it's just feeling better in your body, in your earth suit, and feeling better on earth. And it is changing not only your perception of how you live in the world. Let's move this over. But I also heard where you live or what you do. Some of you, this is going to affect not only how you live, but how you kind of earn your living or earn your money. That's changing. So you are expanding. Your soul is yearning to be free. Your soul is yearning to be free, free up from some kind of burden or constriction or limitation. And I'm also hearing from your soul, it's not that you made a mistake. It's just that you're growing. You've grown. I'm getting a message. If you hear me moving around, I'm getting different cards set up here. Yeah, I want to see getting a message too. Get a different card set up from this deck, that there's a message for you in this deck. Okay. So you're going to come to the edge of your experience, or the edge of your world, or the old world. So your boundaries are expanding. The edge of your life is expanding. Okay, we're just going to take this one that came in, Gazelle. But Spirit wants you to be gentle. These changes are happening perhaps in a way that some of you don't even notice, that you're moving from this 8 of Swords energy and 10 of Swords into something new. It's happening very gently or slowly or subtly as you're connecting into the subtle energy. You're going to have new ideas that move you in a new direction. For some of you, this starts in about a month. For most of you, it's going to be sometime, if you're watching this when I upload this and it gets published, it'll be in the winter months of this year, or beginning of next year. So the subtle energy, it's what has happened. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay. The earth. You're being reinvigorated from the soul level. You're being activated. A lot of you have done a lot of inner child healing the idea of your self-expression, how you express in the world, your creativity. Some of you, it's your art, your music. You're going to be integrating much more of an artistic aspect of you. You're going to be connecting more into the magician within. Now we have Libra energy here, right? And of course we have Virgo and a Gemini. Virgo has to do with putting things into form. It's not just discriminating, but Virgo is one of the fertility goddesses. So Virgo is a lot about creation, okay? And then of course Gemini energy brings in the mental realm, but also brings in also discrimination, choosing. So there's some new forms, there's some new things that you're going to be working on or focused on that your soul wants you to go back to. I just heard that little girl, that little boy, that little child that just loved to create. There's a very soft, gentle part of you that I'm getting for this soul group. And so it's time to connect into that part of you again. It's time to connect into the softness. It's time to connect into the vulnerability, to somehow share a part of you that perhaps you haven't been sharing in a long time. This soul yearning, I can feel it, wants to share a deeper level, a deeper part of you. You want to share, you really want to open up, and that is that gazelle. There's a sense of grace coming in. Also, gazelle moves very quickly, so these are going to be, as you're getting more activated, oh gosh, you're going to move forward, look at that. This is it. The gazelle is gentle, but moves very quickly. So your soul yearns to be activated, and what is happening, there is a soul alignment taking place for you, further soul alignment, where you're going to be activated. Things are going to start moving, especially if they've been a bit, stuck or held back by circumstances. Eight of Swords is not always you holding yourself back. Most of the time, the Eight of Swords is circumstantial. It's circumstantial is in your life, don't allow you to move forward. And so a lot of you have been stuck, or they're stagnant or thwarted. You haven't been able to fully embrace your inspiration or activation of what you've wanted to do, whether it was health challenges, body challenges, money challenges, it's earth challenges, Saturn-based challenges, Saturn-based learning lessons, earth learning lessons. The turquoise has to do with the earth. So yeah, there's been earth challenges, but you are moving forward, and that's what your soul yearns for, is that movement. You had movement before. Now, one of the things that you are connecting into on a soul level is those that are mirroring now more of the soul aspect of you, or the soul vibration of you. A lot of you, again, have been working a lot on the shadow materials, so you had maybe a lot more earthy kind of things, just mental, emotional, learning lessons and growth. But that's changing. You're coming to the end. I also feel like for some of you, there's a very important relationship that's coming in that's going to push you to your edge, to your limit. Not in a negative way, but in a way that it's like you're just going to be more open. So if a lot of you have been kind of closed, here's the Pluto, this rebirth that's coming in opens you up. We've got Mercury. Now, a lot of you in Leo shine. So the edge of your own being, the edge of what you thought was possible, your soul is pushing you into a new unfolding, a new level of soul expression. And in some ways, it's going to feel a little uncomfortable. And then in other ways, it's going to feel like this is really me. Like I can really handle this. I can really do this. So there is a little discomfort on the ego level as the soul pierces through more. This is new inspiration, new direction. This is also on a soul level. Your soul is yearning to create. This could be collage. This could be writing, painting, drawing, speaking, singing. Your soul is longing to be inspired again. And so that's what's coming through, is more inspiration, moving you into inspired action. Some of you may even do some kind of healing work or work with others. You may even be doing humanitarian work, philanthropic work. Maybe you're volunteering. Some of you, you're finding different ways to share your gifts. And for a lot of you, your gifts are meant to be shared. You came on this earth plane to share your gifts. Some of you, your gifts are maybe even in videos, creating videos or courses or classes or online content, or sharing into memes, creating memes, editing, music editing, sound. Just there's a way that you do what you do. Some of you repurpose clothing, I'm hearing. So you are about to move forward. This is what your soul yearns to do, is to move forward and move into much more shared living. Coming together with others is something else that is very important to you on a soul level. Let's get a couple more messages. So what's your soul yearning to do? To come to the edge of where you've been, to leave the limitation, to leave the small living. Your soul wants to come to the edge of life, wants to push it, wants to move more into adventure, excitement even. Wow, look at this passage. Your current situation is a means to an end. You're making the uncertain voyage to the new world. Enjoy the discoveries as you go. Yeah, your soul wants to travel, wants to have more of an adventure, even on a day-to-day basis. Mix it up. Do different things. Your soul yearns to travel, to explore, to lead adventure, even in mundane, everyday living. Your soul likes to, roam around, explore. But you are in a passage of movement, moving forward. You are in transition in a way that aligns you more to your soul, so that you are able to move forward with the new ideas, new inspiration that's now coming from your soul. So I would even say look at this. What did I say about soul alignment? And this card just fell out. Align. What can you do, soul story number 1, to align more to your soul, align more to your vision, or align more to the energy of movement? Now, moving forward doesn't always mean, it's not literally forward. It is to some degree. You are moving forward in your life. But it could be connecting with a way of self-expression or something creative that you haven't done before. Maybe just exploring more or checking something out. It may be shifting your schedule. It could even be, even if you go, okay, well, I work 9 to 5, I have kids, I have all these responsibilities, and maybe you go to yoga or you work out or you do something always at night. Maybe it's doing it in the morning. Or if you do it in the morning, do it at night. Or if you do something on the weekend, but let's say you have Fridays off or Monday, then do it on a Monday or Friday. Do you see what I'm saying? Find where you can shift things up. You can mix things up in your life. That's going to connect you into this Page of Wands energy. It's going to connect you to what we call the whole child, right? The whole inner child, the part that has the spontaneity, the creativity, the love, the adventure. That inner child within us. When we become more awake and more aware, when we individuate, we connect to that part. And sometimes, yes, in that part there's wounding. It's not only the inner child that is wounded, but parts can be. And so there's parts that have the shadow or have needs that aren't met, but there are other parts that are kind of the leaders of the inner psyche. They're the part that's curious. And so part of the healing on the earth plane is that we get our wisdom. Right? We chronologically age. We do classes, courses, workshops, healing, therapy, hypnotherapy, guide work, whatever you're doing. You read something, you use your own wisdom to heal. And so you move into that space of the wise guide, connecting to the higher self. You move into a space of wisdom. But now it's time to connect that wisdom to the inner child, not to be childlike, be childlike, not be, it's not about not growing up. But it is about connecting back into that sacred part of you, the wonder, the awe, the mystery, the part of you that just does things because you like to, and you like to learn, you like to grow, you like to share, you like to create and share what you're creating. That's what you're aligning back to. And in aligning back to the wholeness of what we call the whole child, that part of the inner psyche, with all your knowledge and all your insight and all your life experience, you now connect to that part of you, for it to expand in consciousness, to allow more consciousness and awareness, and it releases the part of you that was held back. And guess what happens? Then you're ready to take that leap, to come to the edge, to jump into this next part of your life. Okay, that's what your soul is yearning for, and that's what your soul is guiding you to at this time. Let's get a rune message here. So you're coming to the edge of yourself, your self-imposed limitations or limitations from life. You're coming to the edge. Oh, what a beautiful card. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful, look at this. Degas, awakening, breakthrough. So as you're and I feel like it's like an egg, you're breaking through little by little, but the breakthrough is putting you over the edge. It's putting you over the edge of your boundaries. And look at this, Tiwaz, justice, courage. You've completed a cycle, and so now it's time for you to move on. It's time for you to move forward in your next level of soul expression and soul experience. I'm going to make sure you can see these. That's the passage not just of time, but passage of timing. And here we have another card about moving forward, movement, travel. Your soul longs to travel again, to explore, whether in your own neighborhood, your own backyard, your own mind. But this is movement. It's not just ideas. Your soul yearns to take what you've learned now and to, I just heard pay it forward as one of, travel, not just figured literally, to get up and go. Whether walking, I don't care, bicycling, the Uber, Lyft, cab, subway, train, car, plane, boat. It's time for you to travel and move on from whatever was limiting you. Now, what's going to happen on a soul level, though, I'm suggesting this is where you're going. This is what your soul wants and yearns for. However, you are in the process of this. So this is happening anyway. So this reading is simply to say to align to the energy you are about to activate. So you can get some rosemary. You can put it on, I light my, can you see this? Himalayan light. Turn it on, I get it warm, and then I put a few sprinkles of whatever essential herb I'm working with or essential oil. And so you can consciously know, okay, I am activating. And this is blood flow. For a lot of you, this is, if you've had any issues with blood flow or lymph or felt stagnant, or maybe, certain foods were clogging you, this is reinvigorating. Some of you are also going to be spending time with some kind of healthcare practitioner or nutritionist or some kind of healthcare guide, let's say, or nutritionist or something, or you're doing your own research for that, because this is all about movement. This is what your soul yearns to do, is to move, come to the edge of what was, to bust through, to break through, move forward, upward, outward, and have new experiences that are invigorating, that are inspiring, that move you into inspired action. That's what your soul yearns for. All right, soul light, your let's see, should I do a little, I think we got a few minutes. Let me see. I'm just saying, do I want to do the astro dice? I love my astro dice. So let's do the astro dice for what helps align you, what perception helps align you to this energy of activation that your soul yearns for. To activate. 5th house, yep, inner child healing. Now it's time to play. South Node. Yeah, what you couldn't do before, what you've healed. South Node in Taurus in the 5th house. So all that healing, go back. What did you want to do as a child? What did you love doing? Bring that forward. Do that now. It doesn't matter the result. Connect to that part of you. Honor that part of you. Connect into that part of you. That aligns you completely, really more completely to your soul. All right. Your Soul Insights mantra to support you on this part of your path is, I open up to the soul activating energy and move forward with joy and ease. Yes. Ooh, all right. Soul light. I want to say, because Degaz means sun or breakthrough. Put if you want to claim it, and then I'm going to do a meditation. I connect in when I leave my little heart or comment. In the comments, put a sun and a boom, that little boom signal, a sun and the boom for breakthrough. I see it happening for you now. Hello, Radiant Soul. Great to connect with you. Ooh, tuning in, I'm like, wow, I just love doing reading. I love how readings unfold. It's really kind of opening as a channel. I imagine it's what some of my clients that are actors feel when they have the script, when they know the words. The only difference with channeling is you don't know the words, but you still have to open. You might start getting ideas, but you kind of open and then see what's in there, what comes out, right? So let's look at your reading here. What is your soul yearning for? Clarity, clarity. You've been getting a lot of messages, and some of you don't know what those mean, or you don't know what's the next step to the message. There's a lot of synchronicity. There's a lot of serendipity in your life right now. You're coming into a very fortuitous time. And part of this, I mean, yes, your luck is changing. There's better luck, better opportunities, new openings happening for you. The message I'm getting from your soul, though, is that also that there are certain things that you're rearranging. Your soul wants you maybe to get rid of some things, rearrange some things in your house. Bring in, with the eucalyptus, something is rejuvenating. Oh, exhilarating. Wow, it's so funny because soul story number 1 got activating. Now, it's true. There are, I cannot think of the eucalyptus tree. I think they are called eucalyptus trees. That some are in my neighborhood. Some of them, I used to have them where I lived all the time. But some of them are in these tree groves by where I live. And I just, when I walk in there or through there, I feel not just exhilarating, but I feel this oneness. I feel one with nature. I feel the scent just takes over in my mind, in my body, and in the trees. I don't know, it's just such a transcendent experience. And I think eucalyptus trees originally came from Australia, at least the ones that were planted in California. So your soul wants you to start connecting the dots and get more into the present moment and enjoy the magic and mystery in the moment. This Lemurian crystal, Lemuria has a lot to do with feeling, the feeling nature of things, intuition, empathy, connecting to one's empathic nature. So what's happening with you on a soul level is your soul is yearning to just be more in the oneness of life, to just feel more, to feel more exhilarated, to feel more excited about life, to feel life going through you. So find ways to connect into the vibrational frequency of exhilaration. Some of you, this could be through movement, through dance, through chanting, through singing, through drumming. Some of you, this is through running. Some of you, it's through jogging. Maybe skateboarding, swimming, bicycle riding. Just think of you riding your bike really, really fast, and you feel the wind in your hair, or you're sailing, or you're, what's the other thing? Tobogganing, I'm saying that, skiing, sailing, river rafting. Now, it doesn't have to be that much, or like, why do people like going on roller coasters? Exhilaration. What exhilarates you in your life? What brings you that kind of kind of, it's joy, and it's fun. It's fun. Your soul is yearning for more fun and to integrate more fun in your life. Your soul is yearning also for you to connect more through your higher self on a soul level, to really connect into your uniqueness, your abilities, the way you do things in your life, and to celebrate that. So your soul in this exhilarating energy wants to connect more with you on a soul level. Some of you live very busy lives. Maybe you have, I don't know if you have kids, I don't know what you have going on. There's so many different people that I'm connecting with. But there's something that pulls you out of your zest for life or zeal for life. We've got an 18, let's look at this, 18-9. So something is ending. You're in some kind of transition. They want you to feel, the guides want you to feel. Now the guides are coming in. Some of you work with guides. You're being guided during this time of transition and uncertainty. You will be getting more clarity. So your soul yearns for you to respond to the clarity. When you get more clarity, to respond to life, to the life decisions, the changes in life, the changes in cycles, life cycles, the changes in energy patterns. Your soul wants to meet it with much more exhilaration, with much more excitement. Your soul wants excitement. And look at this. This is kind of exciting. Maybe go in a hot air balloon. I don't know. Whatever. It's different things for different people. But you can connect to this exhilaration in meaningful ways, or just small ways. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Maybe it is an activity. Okay, so part of the soul wants you to feel your energy in your body. Be more in your body. Connect more in your body. Okay, I'm going to do the animal cards first, the animal spirit cards, and then the tarot, and then we'll see what else. Okay. Oh, frog. Didn't I say cleansing? Did I say something about cleansing? Purifying the energy, but look at the rain on the frog. Frogs get in the water. They get in the rain. So, okay, don't be afraid. When things picked up, okay, these fell out, so I'm going to take them. Firefly. Yeah, activation, exhilaration, but the light, following the light. Follow the energy. Your soul yearns to follow the energy of what's new, what's passionate, whatever you feel, even if it's emotions. Your soul is saying, do not stop your emotions. Don't quench your emotions. Don't resist your emotions. Don't stuff things down. If you're angry, you're angry. If you're sad, you're sad. If you're happy, you're happy. If you're feeling joy, if you're motivated, you're motivated. Your soul wants to live, much more modulation, undulation. Don't over-modulate. Don't over-control. Get in the vibe, the role. Okay, the next card that came up was a golden egg, which is tuning into possibilities and individuality. This is a sense also kind of like the unicorn. This is potential opening and opportunity and gifts. So be excited about life, your soul gifts, and share and put yourself out there more. Enjoy life more. I feel like a lot of you, this is some kind of enjoyment, enjoying life more. Less mental, less understanding, moving more into the body. Be more in the body. Okay, I'm doing a different. Yeah, your soul doesn't want to follow, it's kind of like, don't do it always by the book. Be a little more spontaneous. Be more individual. Go by more of the feelings. Your soul is yearning to feel more. I just heard naked and not afraid. Your soul wants you, Uranus, to change. To feel the changes. Your soul said, we came here to feel. We came here to feel it all. So they don't want you stopping your feelings, your emotions, your feelings. Your soul is saying even the ups and downs. Your soul wants you to connect with the ups and downs. Venus, beloved to love life. What else is here? 10th house, authority. Okay. Okay, for some of you, your soul is yearning to go in a new direction that's much more open, much more creative, that has less routine. That's a part of your destiny. Something's changing or shifting, your soul is saying, in your routine, what you do in your life, how you live your life, your day-to-day routine. Your soul is saying it yearns to live more by this serendipity or synchronicity. Your soul said, it would call it synchronicity. Your soul is saying wants to live more, less the destination, but what's more in between the destination. Your soul is saying wants to live more from dot to dot, and not focus so much on what's in between the dots. Okay, that's interesting, because what's in between the dots is mundane. I hope you understand that. That's an interesting message. So your soul wants to live more dot to dot, and don't concern yourself with what's in between. Just do it. Don't worry. Your soul is saying, worry less. Wants less worry. Less worry. All right, I get that. Queen of Pentacles. Under the firefly, you could still be grounded. Your soul is saying 9 of Cups. Yeah, your soul wants emotional connection, emotional fulfillment, connecting to your emotions, feeling your energy in motion, using your emotions, riding the wave of your emotions. 9 of Swords. Look at that's about to change, though. It's under Uranus. King of Cups. But your soul is saying all of your emotions are part of the earth experience, even the anxiety. Your soul is saying, don't worry or have anxiety of what is not yet in form. You're having a lot of anxiety in the in-between stage of life, of what's the bigger changes that are coming. You're having anxiety over the small changes, or not seeing enough change, or not perceiving that there is change. Your soul is saying there is a lot that is changing, but don't over-focus on how it's changing. Don't focus so much on the little things. That's causing to stress you out. Queen of Wands. And then we've got Judgment. Yeah, your soul is yearning for this change, and the change is happening. And you will be guided. Your soul is saying you will be guided through the changes by the confirmations you get, the signs, the symbols, the guidance through your dreams or readings, the synchronicities, by what seems to be serendipity, what seems to be just of no consequence is the consequence. You're being guided by what seems to be coincidental. Things that you think have no consequence or very minor in your life are actually leading to your larger change, the bigger change that you want. The bigger changes that you want are happening by what seems to be inconsequential, or just what seems to be very minor actions are creating the larger change. They're telling me to go towards this. The 10th house. This movement. Your soul is also saying that there's a yearning. Some of you have a group soul, and look at this. Completion. New direction. I'm going to take this too, because you've got the 4 of Wands and then the Ace of Pentacles. So this means that the changes that are happening and your soul is yearning for are going to bring not only gifts from the universe or God, but also is bringing in changes on a material and financial level. If you follow the synchronicities, you will get what it is you're wishing for or hoping for. You have to follow the synchronicities of your own inner knowing, and also of what is going on in your life, what you're receiving. And also to focus in your career or job or your destiny more on the soul level, more on connecting to your soul, living, expressing as a soul. Less on what you learned, more on what you're learning, through living your life and connecting within. Make whatever you learn or whatever you do, make it your own. The joy, follow the exhilaration, the joy. Your soul wants to feel the exhilaration for life again. Worlds within worlds, that's what you're connecting to. The inner world, living, experiencing your inner world, and letting that inner world be seen and felt and manifested externally. A lot of you can use your emotions or whatever you go through emotionally or trauma. You can shift it into some kind of creative project, something creative, or something that will benefit humanity also. Okay, what other card? Okay, let's see. Yeah, you're meant to benefit. What you do and your healing and what you've done personally is benefiting humanity. Your soul now also yearns to be around people that are feeling much more exhilarating, exciting. Your soul wants to connect with inspiring and exciting people. We're not taking all of these, but there is a message in here for you. Okay, let's see. 3, what is it? Oh, soul story number 1 got this. Passage. Yeah, you're moving away from this anxiety, but you are in transition. Soul story number 1 may have some value for you. Oh, look at this. Signs. You're putting together pieces of the puzzle from signs you are getting. Pay attention to the coincidences you experience. I love your reading. That's what we've been saying, the serendipity. Pay attention to the serendipity. You're being guided by serendipity, like just that chance meeting, the right connection. This is how you're going to operate a lot going forward, and your soul loves this. So what seems to be inconsequential is actually a sign from Spirit, from God, your very own soul through your higher self. Pay attention. The future, you're creating your future. You are supported. Use your psychic abilities. Your psychic abilities can bring you prosperity. A lot of you could do very well with your psychic abilities as a career, a job, a career, a position, whatever. Using your psychic ability in whatever you do, or some of you it's healing ability. Maybe it's YouTube, maybe it's writing, maybe it's readings, but you're very psychic. And so using that can help you, and also can help you create the future that you really want on a soul level by following the signs. You're creating a new future. This World card, completion and new beginning. A lot of you, this is also a new way of receiving income, or maybe even your soul yearning not to live it, not to have to work so hard. Your soul wants excitement. It wants to feel the excitement. It's interesting because soul story number 1 was all about activation. Yours is about exhilaration. So that's interesting. So you activate, and when you activate, you focus on what you're exhilarating, right? Creativity, knowledge. Move forward on your projects is what I'm hearing. Your plans and your projects. Oh my God. You saw how much I shuffled it. Degas, awakening, breakthrough. So you're positioning for a breakthrough. That's what you've been hoping and praying for, and that's what your soul wants. You're moving into some level of creativity. Use your knowledge, your spiritual knowledge, and intuition. Use your intuition. You are receiving messages guiding you. Your soul yearns for you to connect with it through your intuition, to connect to that part of you. That part of you, your soul, wants to connect with you. Your soul wants to connect with you. Your soul is very passionate, by the way. Connect. That will bring you the greatest happiness to your soul, for you to commune and spend time with your soul and live more as your soul. Makes you very happy. And your soul longs to create. Your soul is very creative. You're a creative soul. So your soul wants you to experience more creativity, wants to share more, wants to experience more. Okay, let's get a message for you from the Astro Dice. Sag. Wow. Free up, travel, move. 3rd house, share your gifts, your wisdom. North Node in Sagittarius. Share what you've learned. Share the big picture. Focus on, for some of you, your soul yearns. Oh, your soul yearns to share what it's learned. Your soul yearns to express through writing, communicating, through social media. Your soul wants to share what it knows. Your soul is very communicative. And your soul wants to build some kind of empire based on that. All right, that's where I'm going to leave it. Soul-centered living. Wow. Center in your soul. All right, if you want to connect to this, put a 4-leaf clover in the comments, or an egg, firefly. You've got breakthrough here, so even one of those little pow signs or boom signs. Look at that breakthrough, and it's heart-centered. Your soul has a lot of heart and is very creative, very self-expressive. All right, soul light, lots of love and light to you. Hello, Radiant Soul Light. If you chose Soul Story number 3, this is your reading. You are a builder. You may even have the Emperor energy, let's say through numerology, or even in your astrology, maybe a lot of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, planets in those signs, or by house placement. But your soul, the message is very clear. Your soul yearns to play, to lighten things up. Even though you're a builder, you're a creator. You have got building blocks. Look at that. I just heard the boss. You know your mind. 2810. You came here to build, to create, to build something new, to leave something behind. You're working with a legacy. Now, you've got renewing here. Is the essential oil, lemon. Your soul yearns for less duty, responsibility, dryness. Your soul yearns for you to connect in with a way to do what you need to do on an everyday basis in a way that's more fun. Your soul is saying, look, you need to renew. Your soul is saying you got to renew your spirit, renew your soul, and reconnect to your soul. So your energy, your life force animating energy, your soul is yearning to create something very big, very impactful, very powerful. Your soul loves creating, loves building. Your soul loves being an entrepreneur, loves being in business, loves creating things, organizing things, creating organizations, groups, loves teaching, sharing, putting things together. But your soul is saying it doesn't want to be not limited, but also doesn't want things so dry. Your soul is saying you have to remember all parts of you and not only focus on getting things done. Your soul is saying that there is a lot of abundance. Now, these building blocks are made out of pyrite. So your soul does love accruing money, creating situations, opportunities that bring money and income, and investing. Your soul likes investing. I'm kind of being reminded here, right here. To me, this looks like gold, right? Gold bullions, not just bricks. But so your soul likes having a savings. Your soul likes not overspending or overspending, whether financially or your money. So your soul is yearning for you to rein things in, to renew your energy. Okay, wow, all right. So your soul is yearning to travel, to share, to build, to look out into the horizon. Your soul loves creating a better future, whether for yourself, your family, friends, the world. Your soul is a builder, and your soul likes to take obstacles and use them to turn them around. Your soul is not one that is easily deterred. A lot of you have bounced back from a lot of things. You have a high level of resilience. You're able to look at a problem, figure it out, connect into the best solution. A lot of you have had a lot of, issues or problems or obstacles in your life. And a lot of you are rebuilding yourself or rebuilding a new, and just as I said that, we've got the King of Pentacles. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy, but especially I get Taurus, Virgo. Look at 8 of Wands. Okay, let's see what's going on. So Page of Cups, your soul's yearning for you to kind of get some new ideas and act on these ideas and open up to what more feels renewing for you, or what feels lighter for you. That your soul also says you need to get help, and just as I said that, I picked up the 2 of Cups. So yeah, your soul wants more help. Now, limit renewing. Your soul is saying open to support. Your soul yearns to also come together with others to help in their ideas or their projects. Okay, Three of Swords. And then we've got the Eight of Cups. Let's see what the soul message is for you. What's going on? King of Swords. Two of Wands. Oh, your soul said, well, it's time to move on and build something new. Your soul is saying you've completed a cycle. You have completed a learning lesson, an earth learning lesson about emotional connection, about relationships, about being hurt or having a certain type of betrayal or not getting what you want. So your soul is saying you're going into a renewal. So your soul is yearning for this renewal. The soul wants you to do more, to literally renew your soul. And look what we got here in the middle. Star. So your soul is saying some of these, it's interesting because some of you, this is bringing in a divine counterpart. Six of Wands. I got to go a little more with this. Some of you have some new people, new direction. And just as I said that, look, we've got the Death card and then we've got the Ace. Okay, so some kind of wish that you wanted, something that you have wanted to experience is coming back around. Is it a relationship? Something you thought was over or wasn't meant to happen or wasn't going to happen in your life. So you've done some deeper healing. Your soul is saying, look, now you've done this. You came here to heal this pattern or this part of you, this part of God, the I am that I am. You've been healing that. And now it's time to build a new future. It's time to build a new area, a new arena. It's time to build a new place from which to experience life from. That is more spiritually healing and connected. Some of you, it may be a slower life. You're also drawing in more people around you. I really feel like there's going to be new people that I feel either your soul is saying is really yearning to have this new connection. Then your soul is saying that certain relationships are very healing and renewing, and you're renewing your hope for a better future. You're renewing your inspiration. You're renewing the ability to create and build again, to focus on something that you want to build or create. Some of you have had to leave something behind. You built something, you had to let it go, or you're in the process of letting it go or moving on from it. And so there's something new that you're going to be creating. There's a new way of living, a new approach, a new way of living, being, creating, thinking, a new approach. But it builds your life, it rebuilds your life. Some of you are rebuilding your life. Your life is rebuilding in a higher level, a more emotionally connected level. So your soul is saying, look, we're rebuilding. It's time to rebuild. Let's look at this here. We've got the Star card, so Aquarius energy. You've got Chariot, which is Cancerian energy. Look for bigger changes and renewal and feeling feeling renewed in springtime. March, April, May. Yeah, the hope. Your soul yearned for your hope on the ego level to come back and to come back to your soul. Your soul yearns to move and move forward and to create something new. That's what you're doing. You're creating something new. Your soul likes to get up and go. Maybe some of you even ride motorcycles or bikes or electric bikes, or your soul likes movement. Your soul likes to, look at this, the Death card. Oh, I didn't even see that. Scorpio, Pluto energy. Look at that. These three major arcana. This is your story of your soul right now. Healing, moving forward, and transforming or rebirthing. Being in a rebirth. The old is dying. You're moving into a rebirth. But it's also bringing you in touch with either your inner child or inner child issues being healed, or childhood dreams or wishes, or dreams or wishes of an earlier age or younger age, or some kind of blessing or miracle. So you're building up to have this kind of miracle or blessing. I don't know if I want to take all those. I guess I will. I will listen to your soul speaking to me. Okay, keeping balance. Yeah, unconditional love coming from the crown chakra. Let's see here. Well, that's also the third. Golden chakra, it's purified energy. Look at that. And this is a gold, bronzy color gold. Cosmic connection. Wow. Okay. Your soul yearns for you to connect back into your soul and stay connected, to really live from the soul, move from the soul, bring in that balance, which are blocks, because in order to stand on these blocks, they have to be the same level, right? So there's something you're leveling out in your life. But I feel for you, what renews you is unconditional love for yourself and what you've had to go through in your life, and also for others. So your soul is yearning for you to let go of some hurts, not to forget, but forgive or move on, or just see how other people don't always live up to what you need, want, or think. And also how sometimes you don't live up maybe to what they need, think, or you don't live up to yourself. And so you're moving back into the dance of really loving yourself and loving your life. So your soul yearns for this spiritual union with you. Wow. This is the invitation. Whoa, your soul is talking. Your soul, a lot of you might need to meditate more, do more creativity or things that connect you to your soul. You need to get out of the dryness of doing, of earth doing, of human, the things you have to do to make life happen. And you've been building. It's time for you to cultivate a schedule that brings in, a tangible schedule that brings in the time for you to renew yourself, your soul, your spiritual nature. And part of your renewing is your ability to connect into your creativity, to create, to connect into the artistic aspect of your being, whatever that means for you. And this is the invitation from a soul, 3710. The invitation is, what are you building? There's something you're building or creating that is going to create a new life for you. Some of you, this is living more nomadically, traveling to another country, moving, another type of house. There's a new way of living that your soul yearns for, and that's what you're creating. That's what you're building. Achieve. There we go, Capricorn. Soul story number 1 may have some messages for you. Yeah, so how you do your life, how you achieve what you achieve, it's like your soul wants you to build like this empire, this thing, this legacy, or whatever it is, whatever you're building. Some of you, it's even just sculpture. Build, create, and share that. This is what your soul is yearning for. Wow. Take the past hurts. This keeps coming up, the owl. So there's a lot of wisdom. So some of you may connect to owl medicine. Really study owls. Some of you could be very nocturnal, getting more done at night, or maybe you're awakened at night to connect in with your soul. Go out and howl at the moon. Go stare at the stars. Look at the moon. You are literally transforming your life. Yeah, a lot to do with creativity with you. Creating something new. Okay, maybe is there one more? I feel like there's one more card that wants to come out, but it's not. Oh, there it did. What is that? What is that? What came out? Oh, Firefly, which I think soul story number 2 got that. So this is the message. Renewing. The firefly, in a way is renewing at night. And the firefly is active at night, gets good ideas, and then puts them into form at night. Firefly has a lot of light, is buzzing around, right? Have you ever seen a lot of fireflies in a forest or in a yard? So this is some kind of activation also. This renewal that's happening for you is going to activate so that you're creating with this lizard. Now lizards, lizards are amazing. With all those different colors, it's taking all these different parts of your life and putting them into one form that really suits you. And then you've got the owl. And I just heard magician, even though it's not here, but there is magic in the air. And when you think of owls, and owls, when teachers, they go, ooh, ooh, ooh. So there's something about getting that cosmic connection. Put your vibration out through sound. Put your, when you're putting things online or whatever you're putting out there, you're telling people, especially I'm being corrected by your soul, not so much what you tell people you want to do, but what people see you putting out there when no one's looking, whether it's posting or an activity that you're doing in your life, that's attracting. It's like, ooh, 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 ooh. It's like who's out there? Like who am I? You're a spiritual being. Now ask yourself, where and how do I want to share this? Where do I want to share my soul essence and what I do? Where do I want to do it? How? Who do I want to do it with? You're drawing in unconditional love in some kind of cosmic connection, some kind of very creative, high vibe, creative, collaborative relationship. This could also be a significant other, and you're going to build a life together. That's what your soul is yearning for. You're building your life together with this person. So by you just being you and building your life, you are drawing in the people that are supportive and renewing and fun for you. Oh, wow. Okay. Look at this. I just love the synchronicities. Passion. Yeah, you renew the passion for yourself. It renews the passion for life. You take the steps, but remember, you don't want it dry. Whatever you're doing in your life, how can you pep it up? How can you create more renewal? Think of lemon. How can you bring more freshness? Be a little more fresh in your approach to life. Now, fresh is, right, it's not stagnant. When you're talking about freshness in life, keep it fresh, keep it real, keep it authentic, keep it non-stagnating. And this, what does it do? It brings renewal into your life. You need to take time to recharge your energy, to get back on track. Challenges ahead require you to have faith and break through. So all along we keep getting breakthrough in this soul reading. But the thing is, it's not charging. It's taking steps and building. It doesn't say charge. I mean, when you create blocks, there's persistent effort. There's focus. But you are renewing on a mental, emotional, physical level, spiritual soul level. You are renewing, especially a lot of you renewing the body, the mind, the emotional body. And that renewal is reconnecting you to your soul. Your soul your soul loves you and wants to connect with you. You are your soul. Your soul is you. And your soul is saying, look, connect into this, the unconditional love of yourself. Only you can give you the unconditional love. We have to have conditions in love. We have agreements in relationship, right? I shouldn't say conditions in love, but in relationship, we have agreements. Even in the most amazing partnership or having the most amazing significant other, part of relationship is supporting others or helping them with what they need in one, and they help us. It's a partnership. But you don't have that with the divine. The divine is unconditional, and so that's what's going to renew you. Trust and partnership. Yeah, you're definitely, if those of you that are not in partnership, you're going to be. Laguz, trust your intuition. You're evolving to a new level of partnership. You're building the blocks. Some of you are already doing this. You're building the blocks to a better relationship. A lot of you, the healing that you're doing is part of the building the blocks to higher vibrational, more fulfilling, loving, healthier relationships. You're building those blocks. Some of you are building these blocks with someone else that's coming in your life. I feel a new connection. Let's take this. Yeah. Wisdom, communication, Anzus. something you're meant to do again with communication, writing, something creative. Weird. Destiny. Trust the fates. Trust the destiny. Your soul wants you to trust your path, your soul, and your soul purpose. Okay, messages for soul story number 3. Sagittarius, again, Sun in Sag. In the 8th house. Yes, okay, a lot of you. Mystics, teachers, healers, psychics, you're working with astrology or the occult. You could do well to help others and receive joy from it, fulfillment, money from it. Some of you are going to get some kind of sponsorship or funding. Some of you are creating something that you require a partner or some kind of investment, maybe financial investment or sponsorship or, crowdfunding or something. Take the high road and renew your spirit. This is the message I keep getting for you. Renew your spirit. Do not just focus on do, create, make, money, organize, 3D, 4D stuff. You need to renew your spirit. And that's your lesson. That is your lesson very much this lifetime, is to really take in your body and your spiritual essence. All right, your Soul Insights mantra to support you is, I renew my spirit by taking time out and focusing more on my passion and purpose. Lots of love. Hello, Radiant Soul. Welcome to your reading. This is Soul Story number 4. Now, as I was shuffling, I heard Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Do you meditate? Sat Nam. I am that I am. So hum so. I'm getting a very strong, deep soul yearning, chanting, meditate, singing, music, toning, sound, working with sound, healing frequencies, really are something that your soul yearns for. Your soul is very attuned to vibration through sound. This could even be sound of water, sound of raindrops, sound of waves, sound of the wind. Your soul really shifts and adjusts itself through sound, tone, frequency, sound, but especially through music or sound or tone. Now, maybe some of you are very musical. Maybe you sing. Maybe some of you, I'm getting also that your ears could be very, sensitive. You could be sensitive to sound. I just got these cards. Something told me, sometimes people say, oh, you don't use the same cards, Michele, all the time. And yeah, look at this. Meditation. Your soul wants you to meditate with sound. I don't know, go chanting, meditate, sing. Some of you, it's dancing, movement, swaying, hip circles, qigong, fluid movement. If you're doing yoga, it would need to be flow. Yeah, sensual movement. Your soul yearns to move. It's missing movement. If you've not been moving a lot, it wants you to move your body and be in your body. Now, your soul also is connecting with you through dreams. Now, I'm putting these up here because these were not going to be part of the reading, but I do listen to the soul. I do listen to spirit, God coming in, and a lot of times I get, use this card, use this deck. I get different messages coming in. So, wow. Okay, let's see. It's so funny because this deck came in, a card from this deck, I haven't used it in a while, came in with another reading. So you have Loyal Heart. It's a 35-8. What are you working on? You're working on something. A lot of you have been working on healing, perhaps healing through the path of relationship, whether the relationship to yourself and others. A lot of you are healing or have healed a lot your relationship to yourself, to what you expect of yourself. Your soul yearns to move, to create, even move with others, like group, ecstatic dance, movement, swimming. But sound, you're greatly affected by sound, by music and sound. Now, Malachite has a lot to do with heart healing, heart-centered breakthroughs, opening, but also change that is quite deep and transformative. Malachite, the change, similar to Moldavite, the change of Malachite brings long-lasting change and sweeping change, something that's deep. It's not light change. So there's something about your heart's desire, changing your heart's desire. Something's changing about what you desire. Your soul is bringing a different desire or different desires into your earth experience. And you could be getting glimpses of this in your dreams or when you daydream, or some of you, if you're doing dream therapy. By the way, I do that if that's something you're interested in doing. I do dream therapy, dream interpretation, dream analysis, dream reentry. Okay, so felt the need to say that for some reason. Let's see. So story number 4. Wow. Heart opening. Relationship. High priestess at the bottom. I'm dreaming of a new life. I'm dreaming of something. 3 of Pentacles. A lot of pentacles. I already feel it. A lot of pentacles. Just as I said that. Look at that. There's 3 in a row. No, 4. Wow. I'm getting pentacle. I'm getting a lot with earth, body, earth, movement. You're in a long haul. A lot of you have been here a very long time on earth plane. Maybe you're chronologically older, or you're an older soul, or you're a soul that's been traveling this earth plane for a long time. This isn't your first rodeo, so to speak. This is not your first time on earth. You are here to birth something or someone, a being coming through you, or some of you could have a very, and we've got the Emperor here. Some of you could have a very special being, child and or animal being. Okay, let's see. That one wanted to come out. The Emperor, yeah. So what are you creating? You came here to manifest and create, to work with energy. You have the High Priestess there, Pisces energy. 3 of Pentacles, but your soul doesn't want to do it alone. Your soul wants you to branch out, to connect with more people, and to connect in with the sensual world. Now, the sensual world is the earth plane, is the material world. So whatever that means to you, this is about connecting into the sensual aspect of you. Now, Ylang as a essential oil also has to do with balancing the masculine and feminine aspect. It's great for drawing in relationships also. So it heals the second chakra and aligns the second chakra through up through the I heard 9, but 7th chakra, right? So tantra meditation, movement, yoga could be good. Baths could be good for you. Anything that connects you into sensuality, being aware of what your food you're eating, how you're eating, also clothes you're wearing, what you're wearing, what kind of fabric, what is around you. Your soul yearns for much more of a sensual experience. Now, this could be even being in nature. Yeah, this card wanted to come out. I didn't want to take it, but I shuffled and then it's right back here. So what are you letting go of? What's going on here? 6 of Cuppies, 10 of Swords. Oh, and healing. Wow, water. I look at star as very central, even though it's Aquarius energy, which could be a bit detached and is the mental realm. But look at this, from the High Priestess to the star. The star is, because being overly sensual is like being overly focused on desires or lower level, it just, certain things could lead you down a path that's not very life enhancing or fulfilling. Like distractions or addictions and things like that. And your soul yearns not to be addicted, by the way. So if there's been some addiction issues, you're moving on from that, or your soul is saying, hey, time to purify those issues, those ways of connecting into your sensuality and feeling things. There's an idea of feeling your emotions and being connected with your emotions and using your emotions, your energy and motion to create your life, to renew yourself, to let your emotions come up and out and use them in positive ways. Star brings us from our moments of connecting in to what's happening in the immediate future with us, or what's happened even in our past, healing the past, healing what's going on. When you connect into the star, all of a sudden your perception, your view is able to widen. Okay? Into this interconnection to everything and everyone, right? Into the universe, into a group, into a community. So even though the star implies, and it does have a lot to do with personal healing, wounding, deep healing, renewal, transformation, and of course this has to do with sensuality, connecting in through the senses, so is the star, because we heal through the senses, through sensory perception. We heal through the body, we heal through the mind, but when we're healing, we very much have to feel what we're going through. So your soul yearns to feel more. Your soul likes to feel. Even if you look at this, the meditation, the flames of meditation, and whenever you've meditated, even if you've done these short alignment meditations that I do in the readings, before we start the readings, the pick a card readings, you can get tingles. You can feel the subtle energy. Your body, if you get very relaxed, there's a feeling to that. I always, even when I tune in, as soon as I start the breath work and I tune in, the breath part, the pranayama, I right away start feeling lighter, more peaceful, relaxed, tingling at the crown chakra, tingling at the soles of the feet, the chakras at the soles of the feet. All of this water implies healing. The dream world, feeling. So there's a lot for you in regards to feeling your, whatever you feel about your circumstances. And I feel for you, and I'm saying feeling, I feel for you on a soul level that the soul somehow wants you to engage more in the sensual aspect of life, the sensual, which again is the senses, the sensing, the feelings. Literally the 3D, the body, that's what you're here. And look at that, everything is fine. So we've got the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Swords. What are you not willing to feel? You've got, your soul is saying you've got to feel everything. You've got to connect back to your feelings to move forward. And even King of Wands has a lot to do with feeling. The fire, the passion. So your soul yearns for that passion, that fire. That's what turns things around for you. That's what turns your life. That's what inspires you. That's what motivates your soul, is the feeling nature. So for you to get through your life situations, your life circumstances, you've got to feel it. You've got to feel what you're going through. You've got to connect into the sensuality of life, which is the feeling nature of things, how you feel. It's nature. The sensual aspect of our life connects us into nature, feeling things. Feelings. I don't know. Your soul is just very clear about that. And that brings in a part of your life perhaps that you haven't been connecting with as much. Choices. Your soul is very vocal also. Patience. Your soul speaks to you a lot, and believe. So when you feel it, you believe it. When you feel what it is that you need to do, when you have that gut knowing, that intuition, that inner knowing, you are connecting on a soul level, and you're able to make your choices by that. So your soul yearns for a connection through you as the instrument of the soul, your denser physical body, the ego, yearns for you to make choices more by how you feel about something or someone. Whether it's food, whatever it is that you are doing in your life or focused on. Your intuition also, the soul is telling me, comes through feeling. So a lot of you could be clairsentient. You could be highly empathic. You could feel things before they happen, or you could feel things in your body, messages, You could feel things in your gut knowing. So your soul really yearns to express and experience through your body, through body movement, body wisdom. Entrance. You've got collaborate. Feel it out. That's what I'm hearing from your soul. Feel it out. How does it feel? Some of you have some decisions to make, and you're being asked, how does it feel to you? Does it feel right? Alliance. Bird medicine. So an alliance, if you are connecting with someone, whether on a business level, a job, a friend, a new friend, a direction, you're to connect into spirit to get your messages, but you're also to feel it out. So I do hear on a soul level that some of you, there is a new connection coming in for you. There's an alliance. Now, some of you, this could be something in career. It may or not be a significant other connection. Okay, your soul is saying, you know how you feel about it. You know how you feel about them. That's for somebody, you know how you feel. If you are going through things in life and you're like dismissing it, like, let's say somebody says something or does something and you feel it's off, or you feel, ooh, and I don't mean like, because we all don't do what each other would do sometimes, even the closest friends or family members or significant others. There may be something that you do or you have a take on something, but if you keep seeing or feeling something isn't quite right or is a little off, and you're like, oh, that's odd, you need to listen to that. Your soul speaks to you through feeling. You're getting your messages through feeling. You've got to pay attention to your messages. Sorry about that. I got a little froggy in my throat. I had to pause because the battery went out on the camera. So you may be pausing. There's patience. They're asking you to pause or have patience in regard to a situation in your life. And this may be a situation with a friend or family member. Yes, see, wisdom. You get your messages in your body, and you also have a lot to share or give. Hiring freeze. You might be out in the cold, but this is what I feel. This also has to do with you, with not freezing up. I'm not getting this about hiring. For some of you it might be, but no, really what I get with that is like frozen emotions, or you're thawing out. The fire in your emotions, in your belly, is coming back. Frozen heart, frozen emotions. Some of you have frozen someone out. And that may be the best thing to do. Don't be too attached to worries. Again, what are you being guided to? Not by emotionalism, but feeling something out. So again, if something or someone seems off, see, you're about to find the perfect match or work for you. You may need to grow your own business to be truly happy. A lot of you are looking for that special someone, or a friend, a colleague, a collaborator, a significant other. What does your soul have to say about this? You will, but your learning lesson is not to get over enmeshed with people or situations. Your soul wants you to also keep your own autonomy, your own self-rule and governance, your own thing, the high priestess, your own counsel. All of these cards, they're single. There's one person on there. So it doesn't mean those of you that are wanting a match, because I do believe on your soul level that your soul loves to connect with people and loves being in a committed relationship, or, great friends, sensual relationship, sexual relationship, marriage, partnership, living together, all of that. But the message from your soul is it also not only needs, but yearns for, and to some degree is driven with this chariot, the motorcycle is driven by downtime, alone time, on your own time. Some of you may need to do work, or the work that you do is pretty solitary. Yeah. So there is a match out there for you if you're not matched, but there's space. There's space in between, as Cahill Gibran says, space in between your ask for help, space in between your togetherness. Because when you look at this card, Loyal Heart, it's like there's a heart shape, but there's space. And they're both regal in their own life, their own endeavor. So the key to your happiness and your success, especially some of you that feel you haven't had success in relationship, is to also keep your independence. And so you also need to be with someone that is very independent as well. So the key for you this lifetime is interdependence, which means enough independence and enough dependence. That it's the right blending of interdependence. And look at, here you go with Yilang Yilang, which has to do with balance. Detached. So you're learning a lot this lifetime about bonding with people and situations, but yes, yet being detached. And that's where meditation. So some of you, if you feel overly attached to something or someone, or enmeshed or codependent, what will help you is meditating and learning to move into what we call the witness state, or the detached observer, and just observe. Speak up. Yeah, you really have to speak up. Be brave to speak what you need and to speak your truth. So this, on a soul, what's happened sometimes, I feel, with this group, is there were times where you couldn't fully access your soul. You went along with what other people wanted or did, maybe in family dynamics, that you were, it was hard to be yourself or to speak up, or hard to connect into your authenticity or your truth. And so you may have had to just get along and go along, or go along to get along. You've had to put others before you. That's changing. That's changing, or that has changed, and that is a good change for you. It's important for you to understand that you have your own unique path, and whether you're coupled, whether you're working with someone, or whether you're in a collaborative relationship, you need to keep yourself, your soul sovereignty. Okay, let's see. These fell on the floor. Ooh, Phoenix, yes. You've got two cards that have to do with renewal. The Snake, transmutation of energy for deep transformation, to create something new, or a new aspect of you, or a new way of experiencing on the earth plane and relating. And then the Phoenix, again, this renewal, rising above. So something is shifting within your life. And I do feel a big part of this is to really honor the authenticity of you, honor the soul aspect of you and what you need. And then as B, you bring that to others, to community. You have been learning to connect into your soul and honor your soul, which is your uniqueness, your soul gifts. Honoring the ability to be on your own, to be sovereign, to be independent, and yet to bring what you've learned and what you understand about yourself, about life, and about whatever your field is, and bring that to others. So it doesn't matter. You could be married, you could have children, you could have small children. You need to have your own alone time, or on your own time, your downtime. Some of you are artists, and you're realizing, okay, I need to focus on my art or my passion, my projects. I need to go walk in nature by myself, whatever it is for you. So your soul also longs to Create. Think of the bee creating honey. So this has a lot to do with community, but also creativity. But this bee is within its own space. So you have learned a lot about perhaps not being codependent, or healing from being dependent personality, or been in a victim abuser situation. The healer, light worker, psychic, narcissist, or the codependent and the narcissist, whatever, that dynamic, power over, underpowered, not feeling your power or empowered, or being bullied or bullying others, being the victim or the abuser, or just being the victim, whatever it is that has been playing out in this process, it's ending. There's a deep soul healing that is taking place, a transmutation of your energy that is transforming how you experience and express in the world, especially through relationship. So you're going to have some very dynamic relationships in your life. And I do feel that you are being, because of this deep healing, you now are being nudged by your soul yearning to gather with others, to connect with others in community, in connection, with collaboration, with connection, and to collaborate. Let's see if there is a message. A lot of you on a soul level, you came here to birth a new reality. And just as I said that, we have Berkano, birth, fertility, growth, improvement. So this birth can happen by birthing beings through you, the body of the being. So the being has a vessel and an instrument for the soul. In other words, getting pregnant or having children, natural or otherwise, it doesn't matter. Raising children, teaching children, and working with humanity. Your soul came here to work with humanity. You came here to help the earth, Pachamama, Mother Earth, and achieve, to create something to leave behind, to share, to leave behind in the planet. So whether this is a being through children, or birthing a business, a system, a new way of living, a new approach, a belief system, something that helps humanity. You have come here on a soul level to help humanity, to help the people of humanity, but you've had to do a lot of healing in regards to relating to people. All right, let's get a message from the Astro Dicey. Fifth house keeps coming up. The moon, in Scorpio in the fifth house. The moon in Scorpio, wow. Dreams. You'd be very suited to work with the subconscious mind, meditation, dreams, hypnotherapy, NLP. Work with the spirit realm, with the occult. This is about birthing a new you and a new way of living. This is about perhaps new projects that you are very invested in, involved in, that bring you a lot of fulfillment, but also help humanity. And connecting into that lunar nature, which is your feelings. Your soul yearns for you to go deeper. Moon into Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Pluto energy. Right? That's scorpionic energy. Going deep. Mars energy with that Scorpio also. Mars, Pluto. So this is, a lot of you could be working with very transformative energies through breath work, breath of fire, Tantra, Qigong, even working out there's a very Plutonian aspect to you that's very earthy, very earthed, very sensual, deep within the feeling body, the astral body, the emotional body and physical body. And your soul yearns to be there. Your soul loves playing there in depth, deep depth, occult, below the surface, the esoteric. Your soul likes digging. If you're a DJ, you do digging. You dig through and get those songs and music and beats to mix in. Your depth. You'd be good at depth psychology. So your soul yearns for more depth, to deep dive into life, into the world, into the esoteric, into the occult. And there is something that frees you up when you do that. All right, Soul Light, let's look at your Soul Insights mantra. Let me connect in. I express and experience now the depth of my soul and the depth of my being. For some of you, I live through the depth of my soul. That's it. Lots of love and light to you, and I hope to see you in another reading. Fire emoji. If you want to claim this reading, I would say put a bee, a fire emoji. A bee is also, I don't know if there's a phoenix emoji or an eagle, but really I'm getting a fire emoji and the bee and also a bird. So it's like you're meant to go deep, but also be light, and also be brave enough to be you. You're so special. You're so amazing. Take a chance on yourself. Okay. See you in another reading.